thank you for the
time is money where I come from. Okay. Time is money. And if I'm taking my time, I'm going to get what I get out of it.
And I think, you know, if people, that's just my opinion. I don't think that any of us are better. If you're on here saying I need a hand heart to the next spot, that's dry begging. I'm guilty of it. I like playing the game. I promote my wish list. I've gotten help on this app. I had an attorney or two paid for by the help of this app.
Yeah.
And I don't think
you appreciate those people, and that's what keeps it going.
Right. And I don't. It's fun. And we're all in the same circle. They're not my people, your people. We're all people. And I think if we could just stop with that part, and we, like I said earlier, we know that Medusa is on Social Security. She's not living like me or Melissa or you.
Of course not. Of course not.
And I think, I mean, and if she gets food stamps, if she's lying to us, whether she gets $20 or $200, who cares on that situation? You know, and for you, I would hope that you guys would at least be able to come to a common ground, because you guys live 2 streets away.
Yeah,
you don't got to be friends, but at least right, Katie, you know,
I agree.
Cordial to you know, because in the 2 years now, going on 2 years in September that I've been off of bond when the charges were dropped, I still have not seen that woman other than passing by, and I still I don't want to.
Of course. It gives you anxiety. It makes you nervous. And you don't want to even wave or even give her eye contact, you know?
And I tried to have that cordial relationship with her. Unfortunately, she wanted more and was upset that I wouldn't allow that. My husband wouldn't allow that. And we are where we are. So I hope for your sake that you would be able to, at least if you were to see each other in passing, you'd be able to say hi to her son, and it wouldn't be...
I would definitely never, and I put this on my children, do anything to hurt her, literally. But if she didn't have her son, I don't know what I would do, depending on the moment, Tara. And I'm being dead ass honest.
And I think that's with anybody. You don't know it. You know, it could be someone to say something. You might throw toilet paper at her.
Right.
You know, you don't know until you're in that situation of what would happen.
And that's what I'm saying. I just don't know, but I know how I am with anybody else, and I know what I would do, and I'm being serious. There would be no, but I know that wouldn't be fair. Let me be clear. I'm not a fucking bully. I'm not obsessed or stalking. I've been by her house 7 times since the end of December, and I live a couple streets over because I try, and 3 of them was the time on live when she got gypsy pumped up.
Do you think you guys would ever be able to be cool again?
I mean, I would be able to sit around her. I've been in lives.
I mean, your friendship. No,
absolutely
it's
not.
Done.
Yeah, no, I'm a one and done type girl. Once that happens, you know what I mean? Little things we could do, but there's no way. Yeah. My daughter would never be okay with that, so I couldn't be okay even if I wanted to.
And that's why I asked, you know. So
that's okay. But I will not, like I said, go and torment and try to pick and poke when I got time, because like I said, I work all fucking day. I'm not. She really thinks in her mind, people send me stuff. She knows this. She's not stupid. She's been on this app doing this dragon shit, this helping find scammer shit. She knows this. I'm new to this. I don't do this shit. Yeah. So she knows damn good and well. People are sending me things, you know, and then I'll go look to make sure it's factual or listen myself. But I'm not just spending all day thinking about that girl.
Right. Well, and that's kind of why I had no clue. Like I said, I had no clue what was going on last night because I was on the phone with Apple support for fucking hours. And so I didn't watch all of Allison's live because at the beginning of it was repetitive, and then Missy was live, so I just was listening. And you know, like I said, I don't want anyone to be upset with me because of my opinion, because
I would never be. I'm not that type of person. I've been on this app for 3 years, and honest, you can be honest with me. Have you ever seen me do what I'm doing now, or not be friends with somebody and go back and be friends with them?
No,
I'm just not that type of person.
Yeah, I just didn't want you to think, or I don't want Melissa to think, I don't want Medusa to think that I'm taking one side or the other, because I'm not. I think
even if you did, I am capable as a supervisor in my job to take constructive criticism. Okay. Those are life lessons that you have to be able to take to grow. And if not, then you're kind of going to be at a standstill. You know what I mean? Like everybody else's opinion doesn't matter, right? Pay my bills wise, but it does matter to build your character, especially if you're going to be on this app, you know, and grow. You might sit still on the app and not grow, I guess, but
some people,
some do.
Some people do that, or they, you know, they buy
Makes it viral.
You know,
but you know, I appreciate you. And honestly, you asking
absolutely.
Maybe let somebody hear it that hasn't heard it already. And that's another thing, like Danielle said last night, the loop. And I keep talking. No, I'll find something else that she either lied about, and I'll have to tell the story again and bring it up. But that's what she wants, Tara, because everybody just forgets, right? My fucking kids' feelings are valid, and those feelings haven't went away. So just because Danielle can just go to sleep at night and be like, oh, well, why are they talking about me again? They're obsessed. She needs to think that my baby child's feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't stop. So why should I stop with you? Like, shit, when I get bored, I'm going to fucking poke at your dumb.
And I agree, too. And I think when it comes to our children, us as adults, whether it be our friends' children or our own children, we have to remember that we are setting the expectation bar when it comes to friendships.
Yes.
If you were to show, you know, you're going back over and having barbecues and stuff after she hurt your daughter's feelings without her apologizing, or without your daughter feeling some type of way, it's going to, you know, teach your daughter, hey, you know, it's okay for people to treat me this way, and it's not. And I understand what you're saying.
Totally agree. I was going to have a couple of people come in the box tonight to like tell her, like, and because I was livid until I just talked to you. I'm still livid. I'm going to at least like talk about the Mamique situation, because don't put that on Joe. That's not the truth. Despite my likes or whatever, don't do that. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But upstairs, my best friend, I was her maid of honor. She ended up relapsing 5 o'clock in the morning about 7 months ago, came in and tried to come upstairs with, you know, something that wasn't safe. And my kids were in bed. I drug her from one end of this house to the other and got a restraining order on her. Is she my family? Absolutely. Do my kids miss her? Absolutely. But what do I look like bringing that lady back around here? You know what I mean? And if I don't do that to people that's my best friend, I'm damn sure not giving you that as her.
Right. No, I agree. And I agree with Katie in the comments that I think people, you know, friendships over, I'm not saying yours, but others, you know, arguing over money and this app.
Agreed. No, absolutely not with me. I don't care. Like I said, I honestly trained like back when she owed like an Ashley girl money. That's when we started really talking, because I didn't think it was right that there was like 8 people coming at her. Do I think it's okay if there's like 8 or 10 people that you're going at right now comes up singly and has their talk with you? Fine. But I don't think 8 people. And it was like I think in Nicole's live, it was a girl named Ashley. She owed Ashley money. She owed Elle money. And I just felt that. So I just sent her $125 and said, pay her off.
Right.
But I mean, do that, nip that in the butt. Because even then, like, I didn't know what was going on. But I'm not that type of person. I don't think that's cute. Like, that's just not who I am. And I don't care about the money. And I get it's hard living. Shit, if I could get food stamps and be on Social Security and work, I would. Shit, I'm not knocking nobody for anything they get or do. Especially on this app. Like I said, when you push the live thing, that's your time. You could be at work, instead you're talking to people. If that gift option's there, then, you know, if somebody wants to be generous, let them.
Right. And that's not, and I hope I didn't upset Melissa earlier, you know, because she was in the comments and she said, you know, Google's not always right. And
absolutely not.
And I've had this conversation with Medusa because my godmother is on Social Security, and she gets like $25 on food stamps. I send her money every month.
And my dad is, and he gets $900 a month and doesn't get any food stamps. He doesn't have a child, but
right. And I just know, I think that, and you know, and with that, I know that in Texas, I make on paper,
right.
I make under the amount. Right. I applied, but because I have income, they're like, you don't need food stamps.
They check your bank accounts and everything, and even if like it's child support, you know what I mean? Like,
and Allie was on Medicaid. They gave me Medicaid while Gump was still in prison. When he got out, 30 days after he got out, her Medicaid ended, and I contacted them and they said, well, you get child support. I said, I don't get any money. Well, if he did, pay it, but he doesn't. The man's $50,000 behind.
Right.
And they took her Medicaid from her. So I just think, and you know, some people say, well, you know, my so-and-so gets Social Security and they get food stamps. Okay. But every situation is different. And then people say, oh, well, she has a child. Well, her child also gets a check.
Absolutely.
And I don't believe that she's lying about the $25.
I don't think so either.
And if she is, food stamps aren't. Let her feed her family. I mean, like, you know what I mean? I know that people on Social Security aren't living large.
I think sometimes we just get so upset, right, that we say things, but some people have, and I'm not speaking about one person, speaking about most, have such a pride level that they want to try to make themselves be right instead of just being like, my bad, I fucked up there, you know? And that's where it becomes.
And that was a hard pill for me to swallow. Instead of just trying to always argue, just be like, look, you know what? I did. And I've apologized to people that will never apologize to me, that will have every excuse in the book and say, well, I didn't. And that's okay. You know,
your video, I played your video in my live because it's a good example with Medusa. Like, you was like, I'm sorry. And she wanted more and a sorry for this. And you're like, but I'm not sorry for that. I did tell you I'm sorry for this. And she was like, well, I'm not fucking sorry then. And I was just like, damn. That is such a great example. You were very kind, told her you were sorry, and she was like, fuck you, bye. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're cool now. And
yeah, but
talked you can't. And that's why I think sometimes apologies are better off of the app. And that's why I was trying to explain to Captain Pissy Pants that I don't need your public apology. I don't need you to tell 500 people that you're sorry. A text message, hey, Train, dude.
I would be the same way if it was me. But the only reason that it's my kids as friends, everything.
No. And I and every situation is different. Every situation is different. But some people only say I'm sorry for show. Some people will only have a conversation with you for show. And you tend to know who those people are. Right. You know, like and there are other people that be like, no, I want to do it publicly because I don't want anyone to think anything. So, right, like Alexis did our apology off live. And I told her, I was like, cool. And she's like, I can collab. Girl, I don't need your public apology. Because there are some people, hey, T, there are some people that I'm like, you better get right up on here and say that you lied and tell the whole world. But then others, it's kind of, but as a friend to you and a friend to her, I hope that at least you guys can at least pass each other in the grocery store and not want to bunker with a can of peas, you know?
Right. No, I totally agree. Because like I said, I don't even like this energy for real. And that is in my resume in life. Not her, sadly. Sorry, I have to say that, but it is in mine. I would rather fucking laugh and be ADHD. And if you like me, you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I think you're, you know, and you have every right to talk about your situation, your opinions, things that you went through. That's okay too. No one's gonna say, Charlie, you can't say what happened today. No, that you went through that. You're allowed to speak about it until you're done speaking.
And just like with school, like I'm okay with hearing maybe that's not the truth. You had mentioned that other people have, but I'm using you because you're here. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I was even talking about that is because she made a video and I'd seen it and I'm just like, well, that's weird. Like I said, I swear I'm not out here just like, oh, what about this? Her kid ain't in school. She put it on a live or something. And then I'm like, okay, bitch, you lied on me. I'm going to tell the world you lied on this too.
Mm-hmm. And so, you know me, I'm the type of person, if you tell dumb lies on me, if you shit in a Walmart bag, I will make up a lie about you and make people believe that shit.
It happens, you know? All right.
Well, I adore you. I'm about to hop off here and head home. I need to eat. I have not ate all day yet today.
I know. I just told Jolie, I was like, bring me down the tortilla chips and the dip. I swear there was like this much tortilla chips. I was like, I swear.
I know. Garrett was just here. He's like, are you cooking dinner? I'm like, we have so much leftovers all week that, you know, and we ate out yesterday too. And the night before that, him and I had steak. I'm like, we have all that left over. I'm not cooking until someone eats it. He's like, well, I'm going to feed it to the pig. No, you're not. We're going to eat it.
Right.
So I found you through.
Right. Well, I appreciate you. Everybody did ask. Yeah, I do. I'm making wax sprint melts and stuff. I'm just crafty like Tara. That's what I do. I joked with her. I'm like, you get sober and you start crafting.
You know,
but yeah, I just made like a bunch of these, and I just usually give them with the candles.
Oh.
People, look, I got my sober and successful notebook out to write in.
Girl, I
did. Yes, I did.
Love it.
I'm sorry. I know you're going home, but yeah, see my candles.
No, you're fine.
I'm promoting on you.
I think those are so cute. Are they scented?
They are. They are.
Wow, those
and like
are so
I said,
cute.
I have burnt them on live. Of course, it's plastic and not supposed to be in there, but I swear the instructions say if you're going to burn it, just take the thing out if you feel any type of way, but it'll go out, I swear. But yeah, Mama Duke ordered this. It's a
oh, that's cool.
an angel. But anyways, yeah.
That's
So
cute.
yeah, you can follow me. I appreciate you very much, Tara, for just talking to me. It's like, and I'm level-headed, but I get hot-headed too. Like, you know how
it don't take it don't take much, but it takes a lot, if that makes sense.
yeah, it makes
Like
sense.
some people know the right things to get you going.
You messaged me, don't stoop to those people's level the other night, the next day, and I could do nothing but laugh because I was like, well, she just went left to center real quick.
I know it, dang it. I'll be guilty.
It's all right.
I'll be guilty sometimes.
They're just a likable person. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm a likable person.
All right. I
I love you, girl.
love you very much. Have a good night, guys.
All right, sugar. Well, I sure hope that they can get that. I didn't get to show you guys what I put. I put a brand new file in here. Oh. Take it back out. We can put it back in. Put it all. So you get your nails. You get a brand new glue, a brand new 80-100 grit. The 80 is the rougher, the more coarse side, and the 100 is the fine grit. And then you get an instruction thing, and then a little thank you. So the only thing that I don't include is rubbing alcohol or acetone. So after you file your nail, you prep it with either rubbing alcohol or acetone, the higher rubbing alcohol, preferably 91%. You can find that at the Dollar General. And it dehydrates your nail, and then you put your glue on. So that's all. And these are sold to Nicole for $25. And she actually asked me to hold on to these because her daughter wants a pair. So save on shipping, and I'll put another one in there. And then I'm gonna go home and eat. I was gonna start another, but I'm gonna go home and eat. So Nicole, Brittany, Worley, I'm gonna say Worley, but it's Worley, Worley. She wants Summer Fun Coffin Medium scent pick to train. So she sent a picture to me too. So I'm gonna do those tomorrow, and then I'm gonna I'll check my inbox and I'll put your guys on there, and then we'll get tomorrow's Friday. I'm not working. I don't know if I'm gonna work Saturday. I'm not sure. You bite your nails? Girl, me too. I got anxiety. All right, well, I'm gonna go home and warm up. I think I'm gonna warm up my leftovers from yesterday. And then I'm gonna go be nosy. We may be in the she shed. You can wait to send mine till you do the other ones. Did you send me a picture yet, Nicole? You sent a picture for sizing? Brittany, okay. Good night. I may be live in the she shed. I have some videos to edit. So stay tuned on the YouTube. There was something else I was gonna do. Y'all gotta go to bed early tonight because I gotta catch up on my gemstones. Oh, and my iPad still is not fixed. They wanted me to bring it in. I'm not bringing it in. I'm gonna wait. I think it might be a bug on the new update. So I'm gonna wait a couple updates and see. Either way, my iPad works. Unfortunately, my pencil's not working. No pencil is working. So I will not be buying Satire Live. I might have one. You know, that's why I hate planning my Satire Lives. I like to just do them. Like when I feel it, like I'll be sitting here and all of a sudden I just feel a little funky. So I like to, that's when I like to do my Satire Lives, when it just hits me. So, Alexa, turn off. All right, my friends, I will see you after bed. If I don't see you tonight, I will see you tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fucking night. Night-night. Bye-bye. Night-night. Night-night. Bye-bye. Night-night.